Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade, playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 16.3, and this is episode number 72. Yay! Still alive, 10 days in. So, during the night, I went out, harvested a few trees, a couple rocks, but mostly just gathering wood and little things I could find along the ground there, like feathers and eggs and stuff. Also, I finished off the roof and cementing in all those blocks. This roof is supposed to be one level higher. I'm living with a mistake, so I'm just gonna roll with it. Sometimes that's all you can do. Meanwhile, I am cooking up some food with the excess bounty of meat that I've gathered recently, and I made a whole bunch of bacon and eggs. Let's get our bellies filled on that. And we're all topped off. I'm also making some arrows. But yeah, finished all this off. It wasn't really all that much, really. I mean, I just made a bunch of this stuff, but let's see. Also, we are going to be doing work towards getting a mini bike going. I know you guys have been itching for that, especially you, Pam. You guys been itching to get that going. So the first thing I want to do, I made 2 chassis just so I can combine them. I also made some more iron picks, just for that sake. And I'm overheating. I'll be freezing in about a minute. Let's see. Okay, so the next thing I did was I made 100 nails and then made 10 storage boxes. 10 nails, 10 wood per box. And the reasoning for that is we direly need to start getting things sorted storage-wise. So, trying to occupy the spaces that are as close to that as possible, anyway. Alright, so we're going to have to start moving stuff. Let's see. I think I kind of jumped to Shark a little bit here, but we will make it work. Let's see. So first of all, just grab all that. Excuse me. Alright, so this box will be liquids. Can't remember exactly how many rows I did in the other game, but we'll go about this many. And just boop, boop, boop. And I know I had beer just across the bottom here. And I'm leaving a space along the side here, primarily for that. And let's see. Hell, I guess we'll get to it in just a little bit. But basically, I would take anything that makes water or stores water, I would put up in here. So like right here, I would put in the lumps of snowballs, murky water here, and then empty jars here. And for this case here, for the beer, when I get hops, I would put the hops flowers or plants or whatever right here. So that goes in line with that. So when I make goldenrod tea or the red tea, I would have a row of that, and then the chrysanthemums or the goldenrod at the end. So it just makes it easier to store it and know where exactly it's at. So there's that. So over here we're going to put in finished food items, ingredient items, stuff for rendering that's not really food related, and I guess the beakers can go up in here too. back up in here. Grain alcohol goes in medicine. Same with jar of honey. So up in here, I will put in like meat there, eggs, corn, potatoes. Alright, so over here, and we'll do it like that, I guess. So for this box, we'll have it canned goods. Actually, I probably should just go like that. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. And I tend to kind of like to keep like these kind of cans in one group based on shape, because it's easier to spot them if you want them a specific kind. And then, you know, like the white cans I put here, the other cans I put here. That's just my preference for things. Do that, and this one will be, probably ought to get that out of your face. This will be for medical. Actually put the drinks down here, I guess, or the liquids down here, rather. Alright, the sandwiches, just kind of like a garbage food thing. We'll just store these like that. You can turn them into moldy bread for medicine later, if you so choose. Okay. So these, and I'll be making the red stoof in due time, and the yellow stoof in due time. It's just when I get the time. Okay, medical box. Actually, there. That goes up there. Now we'll just put these up in here. And we'll do the same with seed stocks. We'll get those into a separate box, preferably when we get a farm going. And let's see, should be... Oops, ran out of fire. Now it'll finish off. For some reason it doesn't end it in the time frame that it says it will. And so that far is done. Anything else? I think, well, we got these. Somehow those got snuck up in there. Alright, so now over here, looking for anything that goes into the forge. Anything that goes in the forge is what we're looking for here. So this will go glass panes, And we'll find them along the way, I'm sure. So, iron. Actually, you probably ought to take one of those out. Alright, so next would be brass. And then lead. And then these here, kind of like miscellaneous, and then we'll just do clay. Because we can get lots and lots of clay, so. And this box doesn't really get as full with this other stuff, so that's how I justify that. And then this is going to be like an output box. So let's see. Resort this. Okay. That should be good for now. We can always expand it one way or the other inside the box. Don't really need as much the plant fibers. Do that. And actually, I know what I did wrong. I should actually do that. Move this up here. Actually, I'm doing this all wrong. There we go. See, my mouse is kind of flaky now. It's been acting up a little bit, but every now and then it likes to double click. It's an older mouse, and in time I will replace it, but still kicking. That's how it's supposed to go. There. So now, anytime I have like a handful of iron or iron bars, forged bars, or forged steel in my inventory, I can just whoop, do that, that, and it automatically goes into place. And if I need any, grab it like that. Makes it nice and quick and efficient. Alright, so we'll put the excess arrows up in there. Now I need tools and building, well, let's see, tools and building components. So let's see. That's about it for that. So that's what that box is for. And then over here, right. Okay, so now the easiest thing I can remember right off is I need space for ammo. I think that's it for actual ammo. So that one goes in the center. And I'll have to do rounds across there, but that. Because these are steel, I'm leaving a gap in between for iron tipped arrows. So now we'll go with ammo components, anything that can be made into ammo. And that would require these. Oops, not the money. That. For now, that should be good. So, first things first, we'll go a couple rows for arrows, or feathers, rather. Getting all tongue-tied and shiz. Iron arrowheads. Nah, I don't need that many. And these will get resorted in time as well. Just based on what's on hand at the moment. Because I'm going to need at least 2 rows just for paper. And a lump of coal, up with that. It's almost a reverse of what I did at the base and the bonus feature from last week. Alright, so that stuff goes in here. Oh, I'm sure the excess comes down there. So we're 17 minutes in. I'm gonna let this go for, yeah, I'll say 45 minutes. Make sure we smelt all that down. And let's see, I'm gonna need probably another 100 nails. And see, another nice thing is I can come up here and pull a half stack as I need it for fuel and little things, so it comes in handy. Now this spot here is going to be reserved for the chem station, so I can't remember what the dimensions are on that. So I'm going to try to save the space out so it's not occupied, and I can't, won't be able to fit it in. Now I want to keep like at least these 2 blocks on each of the doors opened up, because I'm going to be putting a switch and a light bulb in here later on. So I might have to do, well, I can do it on this side of the door frame. That's no big deal, but I definitely need to save space for switches. Alright, so I can't remember what day it was that I did a loot run into the north town there. Might have to wait another day. Voila. Alright, so let's make some storage bins. Wait for the first one to drop so we can get it in there. There we go. Alright, so that box is empty, so I think what we'll use that one for is like crafting gear, like hides, cloth, cotton, this kind of stuff. all of it. Also, let's see, flashlights. Where's it? There they are. There's that. Flashlight and the rechargeable battery. We'll store that in there because these are essentially tools. So plug this away. Now, one thing I was thinking of off camera, and I don't know if I wasn't sure that I mentioned it last episode, but now that I have the money to get the parts that I need to upgrade my system, I'm going to be waiting until after or around Thanksgiving, just so I can try to take advantage of the sales, so that money, even though it's $750 right now, anyway, $760 something actually, for the video card, and I think the power supply I was looking at was about $117. I have the money for it, but I'm gonna try to. It's a lot of money for it too. So, but I want to get the most bang out of the buck that I can, because I like to be very frugal. So, won't be any changes to my setup until probably after Thanksgiving. But it's nice to know the money is there. I want to get that all out of the way, so I'm not constantly yakking about money. Let's get into some fun. Alright, count those as tools, and oil is this stuff. And let's see, box there, and there. Alright, excellent. So now, wow, I thought I had more weapon parts than that. Okay, so we're doing whole weapons, weapons parts, and clothing. I might as well take it all. So, got that part. This will be for mini bike stuff. And the fuel goes with it. And then this box, guess that's good enough place as any. This will be for the trade bait. And this can go. No, this will have to go into the weapons box. There, so I think we pretty much got it all sorted now. Yes, okay, so now we have storage set up for most of it anyway. I think we might need a couple more boxes down the road, but I think right now we're doing pretty good. So the next thing I'm going to need to do is just make up some signs, make sure they're properly labeled. It's a little bit different than what I did in my other base in my other game, but hey, shorter roof. So I think what I'm going to need is probably 100 more nails. And what I don't use, I could just melt back down, so not a problemo. And pack that away up there. See how nicely it just snaps right into place, and you can find it easier. And so I need to get switches, lights. I don't even think I have a wiring tool yet. Yeah, so I'm going to need to get that. I'm going to need to make more concrete. I need to make more... I need to make sure I get enough rebar, or, yeah, rebar concrete, because I need to start work out here. So I can start doing the upper base portion stuff, like the iron bars for all the way around. That'll make day 14 a lot smoother than having to stand in just a singular doorway with limited sight range like this. If I have the walk around of the base, definitely be able to be more lethal. I mean, there's always this down here. And I did patch up some of the damage that was done down here. I still got to pour concrete onto this. So while we're at it, while I can remember it, I don't even know if I have quite enough to be certain there, but let's get some more of that cement going. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's start dealing with this. Now what I want to do, hopefully this week, is get a mini bike going. I was kind of hoping to do it in this episode, but kind of got carried away with getting things sorted and tidy, because, you know, us OCD people, or CDO because it's alphabetically correct, gotta make sure that everything's in their proper place. And we're not making any more buckets of that right at the moment. Okay, so we're behind on cement production. I just got that rolling. Alright, so the next thing, let's make some signs so we can keep busy. Let's see. Probably should have grabbed the wood first, right? Alright, before we get crazy here, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually, you'll make 5 more on top of that. Alright. So, first off, alright, there we go. So this one is... Oop. Let's see, can you see it? Alright, there we go. And then this one is canned goods. Liquids. I should have actually changed that to yeah, drinkable liquids. And this is pretty much food. Oop. Edibles is nice. Very, oh, hitting the wrong keys. Alright, so this... trade bait. I usually try to keep this one simple, so it's forge in, and this one would be forge out. There we go. Now, it may not make much sense since some of the stuff can go in the forge, I guess. Well, the way I really look at it is like for the iron and the concrete, that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. For lack of a better name, that's what I call it. Yeah, that's a technical term right there. I think this is weapon parts. We'll just do this. Get these all out of your face. Okay, so up here we got crafting stuff. And I believe this is the whole weapons. Clothing up here. I think this was okay. This is ammo, and the other one is ammo components. Ta-da! Organization. Make things a lot easier going down into the future. All right, so we are at the end of the episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Do check out the links in the description box below. There's links to my Patreon, VidMe, which I'm still needing people to follow me on that so I can unlock things, so I can put episodes larger than 30 minutes on there. So it's kind of like a backup site for my YouTube channel. There's Gab, which is going to be like a replacement for Twitter for me. There's also my Twitter link on there, but mainly there's links on there for other YouTubers. I do need to update the list. I need to add a few other people I've been checking out on. But for now, definitely check out the ones that are on the list. Let them know I sent you. And until next time, see you later. Twitch.